me check my Facebook. No, I gotta tweet something. I need an article. I need a blog article. I need to create a YouTube content. So many platforms. So many. Is that a good thing? Bad thing? There's so many advantages, but in this episode, we're gonna talk about you, XYZ Inc., and how, as an entrepreneur, you should be looking at all these platforms, how you should be utilizing them, and what they are compared to what they were or how they were used 15, 20 years ago. Now let's get into it. Look, you're an entrepreneur, you wanna start a business. It is much easier than it was 10 to 15 years ago. Why? Because as a company, you are your own media company. What does that mean? Well, doesn't matter what business you are in, you need to think like a media company. You need to produce content for your brand, whatever it is. You own a hair salon? That's great. In today's society, you need to show the types of styles you could do in your hair salon, the before and after color treatments and whatnot. There's so much content that you could produce as a publisher and for your brand as a salon or whatever your business, again, you're in, to push that against all these platforms. Now, really in this clip, we're gonna talk about how as an entrepreneur, you should be using these platforms, and for some of them, I'm gonna compare it to what it was, again, 10 years ago. So let's go. XYZ, what did YouTube replace? The TV. It's really the TV. I guarantee, I'm not gonna guarantee it, but I really do see, and I think there is studies shown that the TV, the amount of viewers watching TV compared to like 5, 6 years ago has dropped significantly. My generation of millennials, the generation that's coming now, are really just on the phone, watching YouTube, on their computer, watching YouTube, subscribing to shows, to people that they're entertained by. Now, how you, as a brand, could brand yourself on YouTube? Well, you gotta think about it. Think about YouTube. What is it? It's a network. You become subscribed. When you subscribe to something, it means you're interested in their information. It's great. You can subscribe to people that are into entertainment.
Oh, good for him. This is great.
Comedy.
Because it's pronounced Aaron?
Son of a bitch! You done messed up, Aaron!
There's movies being shown there. But beside that, it's really information. Information for your brand, like how to decorate your living room, how to form the best, 5 easy hairstyles in the morning and whatnot. It's really, again, for your brand. You know what? I've seen dentists, this is actually great, vlogging their, not daily vlogging, but weekly vlogging what goes on in the office, the behind the scenes, customer testimonials, real testimonials, where they actually, even the dentist invites these bloggers, into the office for, maybe they do free veneers, and they actually ask them right there. They show them the before, the after, and also the procedures. That is great information. You could do a lot with your brand on YouTube. YouTube is huge, but I don't recommend it if you're a really, really small business and you don't have a lot of time. I mean, look, I don't want to say don't recommend it, but if you're not doing it yourself and you're relying on an agency, focus on really, again, depending on your brand, some of the main platforms that are much less costly to you. And video could be really, really high in cost, especially you got to get a videographer. You need, unless you could do it all yourself, you need a camera and whatnot. So let's get into the next one. Updating my status. I'm hungry. Updating my Facebook status. Nope! That's not what you use Facebook for as a business. It's not just to post food. It's not to post where you're going. I mean, I guess for personal reasons. But why is Facebook so important? And what is it? What can you compare it to? Well, one thing for sure, and this is actually a pretty new feature as of this year, live TV.
Hey everyone, we are back live again from Facebook headquarters.
Which is gonna destroy, that's why I'm not putting Periscope here at all. I don't think Periscope, unless they develop an innovative feature, we're not gonna list it. As of now, I really wanted to talk about these main points. Facebook is really take over live TV, live broadcast, live educational series. You could do a lot with Facebook Live. In addition, you could promote your business. Facebook advertising is the most cost-effective way of marketing your business. Create campaigns to increase your Facebook community. How do you do that? How do you increase your Facebook community? We're gonna talk about that in a later video, but very high level. The way you can do it is producing really great content. Say it's blog articles that you could post on Facebook and run a campaign for people that like that type of content. Again, I'm gonna bring it back to maybe a hair salon or a hairdresser or a beauty product, a hair beauty product. If you create a campaign that you say, look, if you follow our page, you'll get daily tips on different hairstyles, and the content is on your Facebook page, and you're showing the types of hairstyles, the only way you'll learn is by following, subscribing to our page to keep up to date, fall season, spring season, all that. People want that content. That's great information based on that targeted audience. Hope that's clear. If it's not, again, we'll get in more in depth later on. Instagram. Let's Insta this. We got Instagram. Instagram is huge. It's a great platform. Everybody's on it. Everybody's attention is on Instagram. It's actually one of the first apps I usually click on the most. I believe it's the, at least from experience of people that I'm surrounded with, I watch people are really engaged on Instagram. Especially now Instagram stories has evolved where a lot of the attention was going towards Snapchat, but now it slowed down and really focused on Instagram. Now, Instagram really replaced the photo album, but what you can do as a business is create stories visually without much text. And you could grow organically by finding people that are interested in your business via hashtags, pages that they're already following, location where they're checking in. You can find those people, you can engage with them, like their picture, talk to them, message them. There are ways out there for you to expand your reach. Instagram is by far the most platform I always recommend to at least a small business. If your business really revolves around visual things like home decor or beauty or cosmetics, anything, I feel like a lot of real estate, like interior design, Instagram should be your number one key. A lot of people, past when Instagram came out, a lot of people, their businesses started because of Instagram and they kicked off. Because of Instagram, they launched a YouTube. Because of Instagram, now they have a whole corporation making millions and millions of dollars in revenue. For what? Product sales. Influencers are getting paid a lot more. So again, leveraging Instagram is key. Alright guys, next is LinkedIn. Well, I don't really use LinkedIn much, but it's great to have a presence, especially if you're a small person, but you should look LinkedIn as your resume, but you should also have your company established there, especially if you're looking for position like employees where you want to put job listings and so forth, but you also want to put your presence, you want to put your blog articles there. LinkedIn is expanding their features. Again, there's a lot of things going on. They just sold to, was it Microsoft?
Microsoft announced Monday it will acquire professional networking site LinkedIn for $26.2 billion.
And there's a lot going on with LinkedIn, so it's good to have a presence there. So again, look at that as replacing the old resumes, especially if you're an employee or you're looking to seek new careers. I really don't believe in resumes. I feel like they're great to have one. I mean, when I seek new talent, I look for work, your experience, and God forbid if you're present, you don't have any presence online. I mean, I'm a social media company. You better have a social media presence. Anyway, next, blog articles. I'm getting actually more into that. Again, what is blog article? What is a blog article? I mean, we all know what it is. What has it replaced though? That's the most interesting thing if you really step back. It replaced the newspaper. Magazines, blogs give you the chance to become your own publication, publishing your own articles that people come into your website, read the information, unlike where they used to read the information where there was in a magazine or the newspaper. So you become your own publisher. And these blog articles could be promoted across Facebook, Instagram, there's a way to doing that, and just high level, on Instagram, create a captivating or like an engaging piece of image. Could be have a headline, let's say, the 5 best, workout exercises, right? One of them, or that 4 best exercises could be a great image with a headline, and underneath it could be like very high level, the 4 best exercises. To read further, let's say the 4 best exercises for abs is rope crunch, just whatever, rope crunches. Anyway, and you're just listening to that, but to really read further into it, they need to click on the link in your Instagram bio right? Or you put a bit.ly link in the caption, but links don't work on Instagram, so you might want to put a temporary link in the bio so you could direct traffic to your website. So there's a lot of ways to promote blogs. And another thing, what's great about blog articles is it increases your SEO, okay? Especially how-to stuff. People search for that, your article will pop up, especially if there's a lot of visits going into it. There's a lot of clicks, people are reading through it, people are staying on that page, and so forth. You really want to get people returning back to your blog. Very, very important. Last, which I dislike and like, Twitter is great for, you know, well, I consider that like the way to gossip, to tweet things, to state what you feel. Really, it's not a main focus, but it's great, especially if you build your online presence, you build your brand. It gives you a way to have your community, it gives your brand ability, opens up to allowing your customers, your potential customers, to talk, to engage with you in like via hashtags, where, for instance, Gary Vee actually, he does in his show, he does the hashtag Ask Gary Vee, where people ask him questions, then use that hashtag. So when he clicks on that, he filters it down, and he could see what questions stay on his show. If it's relevant, if he likes the question, he'll put it on his show and start engaging with his community. It's a great way to engage. It also allows a brand to listen to issues, politics, something of that interest. If you're a beauty brand, you want to click on beauty. There was actually a brand, I believe, who was it? It's actually, I don't know if it's a brand, but it was a fiber optic company. It was, I think it was like something of Verizon. Someone's internet was down, okay, and I actually read about this a couple years ago. A company's internet was down. They tweeted it. That company, another fiber company, reached out to that XYZ person's fiber was down, right? It's like, oh, I hate my internet. Bandwidth, hashtag bandwidth sucks. Great. That company, the new one, reached out, say, look, we're in your area. We never have any downtime. Let's meet and chat. We'll give you a free month of internet service. Boom. You could get a meeting just like that. So Twitter is, but the problem with Twitter, there's too much going on. Twitter has not found the ability, at least to my knowledge, as of yet, to filter out. There's so much noise. People followed way too many people, and it was just too much going on. Again, at the end of the day, and Instagram, Facebook figured that out. They show you what you like the most based on what you previously liked, what your community liked, and so forth. So they show you that first before anything else. Twitter doesn't, I believe, doesn't do that. And in addition, people want to see pictures. Twitter was late in the game. Instagram evolved, beat Twitter, surpassed, and Twitter went like, oh shit, excuse my language, but shit, like, damn, what are we doing? We're losing all these users. There's a lot of spams, a lot of that, but if you have time, tweet here and there. It's a great way to gossip and so forth. So that's about it. Again, XYZ, Z Inc. As an entrepreneur, really focus. I mean, look, have a strategy in place for your brand and really focus on that strategy. You don't have to be everywhere. And remember, there's Snapchat I'm missing. I really want to focus on these for now. We'll discuss other platforms later. There is other ones, Snapchat, obviously there's Periscope. But again, I really wanted to focus on the main ones. And really, if you have limited time and you don't have the money to pay for an agency or to hire someone, a social media expert and so forth, really focus, really Instagram. I'm telling 90% businesses would benefit if they just start at least on Instagram and Facebook. So I hope that helped. If you have any questions, if I missed something, if you want me to talk about something, please leave in the comment below and subscribe. I got so much content that I want to share with you guys. All the digital marketing secrets, don't forget my blog, and a lot more to help you build your e-commerce business, help you in your entrepreneur lifestyle, get things moving, get you out of that 9 to 5. So subscribe, I'll see you there.